What's up, family? We welcome you to the Kenneth Campbell Show, where we are live and alive. So this is something that we do on every show that we have. We do a breath check, right? So just do this with me. Just breathe in and breathe out. If you just did that with me, it means that you still have purpose. God has purpose on your life. And so, y'all, on the show today, we got somebody very special in the building. You know, I like to give a great bio of whoever we have. So I'm just going to read it, and y'all may figure out who he is once I start reading. All right. All right. So here we go. So in the building today, we have a passionate leader, mentor, and speaker, serving as the youth pastor, better known as the next gen pastor of Love City Church. Known for his relatable teaching style and heart for the next generation, this guy is dedicated to helping young people grow spiritually, discover their purpose, and build authentic relationships with God. Through his leadership, mentorship, and real conversations, he continued to impact lives both inside and outside of the church walls. His passion for ministry, community, and empowering youth makes him a powerful voice for this generation. Y'all, we have somebody very special in the building. I want y'all to give it up for Johnathan Woods Jr., y'all. Let's give it up. Let's get it up.
Wow. Thank you for having me.
Man, I thank you for being here. How are you, brother?
And I'm good. I'm very astonished and very nervous a little bit.
Oh, bro, you ain't got nothing to be nervous about. Listen, we laid back on here, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that introduction was something, man. I'm very humbled by that, truly. Like,
well, listen, wow. It's who you are.
Yes, sir.
That wasn't a lie told.
For sure.
That's who you are. Man, you're the Johnathan Woods Jr. Like, man, that name carries power all within itself.
Yes, sir.
And that's why I had to have you on the show, because we met about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, almost a month now.
Almost a month.
Yes, sir.
And our first encounter, our first conversation was powerful.
Yes, sir.
I had heard a little bit about you, and you know that was through Jayla.
Of course.
Yeah. That was through Jayla, and I was like, man, I can't wait to meet him. Yeah. And then it didn't click to me that your father was Johnathan Woods.
Yes, sir.
Pastor Johnathan Woods.
Yes, sir.
It didn't click to me until I saw you. And so I was like, oh yeah, I've been to their church a couple of times. Yeah. And it's very, very great church. Shout out to Love City Church. Shout out to y'all, man. Very awesome, wonderful, powerful, impactful church. A church like when I feel like I want to shout.
Oh yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah.
When you want to run, jump.
When you want to run and jump and just do all of the things
throw
like
some
that.
Chairs, you know.
Throw some chairs.
Yeah.
I mean, jump on the chair.
All right. Now. All of that.
I haven't been to y'all new location, but I did attend the Fairfield location.
Yes, sir.
If you want to jump off the balcony, amen. Praise God. You can do that as well.
Man, hey, we had some that would hang off the balcony.
No,
do some crazy stuff.
No,
I would do it sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I think now, like, our church has grown. God has blessed us.
Yeah.
And it's funny now because at All Nations, we would have people run around the whole church.
Yeah.
Some people now though, they just cut through the middle and go back.
Yeah.
They see it's too big to run around.
It's too big now.
Yeah.
Man. So
God bless us.
How does it feel to be in a new church?
Honestly, it is breathtaking to see all that God has done for us. It is mind blowing. We have, I've been there from the beginning. So right. I remember when it was just 10 of us, 5 to 10 of us every Sunday. And I remember even having to change locations and share another church with another pastor because we didn't have our own building. And I remember being that kid that just enjoyed going to church. Now, having that go from that to where we are now, it is very mind-blowing. It's like, God, we didn't know what you were planning. We were just being faithful.
Right.
And we, as in, I really mean my dad, I think he really set the tone for the house.
Yeah.
As to what we will do every Sunday, Wednesday, and moving forward for the rest of our lives. And I really appreciate my dad, not because he's a big religious guru, but he practices what he preaches, and he's faithful. I've seen him go through hardships, and I can really say the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, truly, and I don't think good is a statement of action, but it's a statement of heart and posture. So I've learned that, my dad, what I take from him is not his good deeds, but his continuous posture. In the good season and in the bad season, I've seen him through grief. I've seen him through, achievements. I've seen him be on the top of the world, and I've seen him at his lowest. And I can honestly say his pursuit after God has been the same. It hasn't changed, and it has taught me perseverance. It has taught me how to set the tone for my family, to know how to continuously trust God, even if it doesn't seem like the situation is trustworthy.
Wow. Man, you just said a whole sermon just then. So, and I wanted to ask you this question, as a youth pastor or next gen pastor,
yes, sir.
How do you come up with your messages? What does studying look like for you?
So I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah, just be honest.
I'm gonna be so honest with you. So starting off, I think I went the route that us in this decade now that we do. I went to Chat GPT. And I asked him a question.
Bro, Chat GPT is a wonder.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't underestimate Chat GPT. Like I some people demonize it.
Yes.
But I feel like you got to be anointed to use Chat GPT.
With wisdom, Chat GPT is an ally. It is. But without it, it'll become an idol. Right. So I think like the first time I used it was actually through my girlfriend, and we were strategizing on how I was going to, do this year from last August, and God really interrupted it, and He showed me, how I do my messages now is recognizing the season I'm in currently. Because I think the children are absent of what we're going through. It may not have the same specific details, but it's the same demons. So, for instance, I had a couple of weeks ago, I was going through a very hard season, a trying season in my mind, and I started to deal with a strong spirit of suicide. Okay. And I was going through it, and it was at one point I was going to yield to it, but I realized that was the devil. Well, that was God giving me an opportunity to choose either him or the path of death. Right. So I was like, because I recognize this and I know my relationship with Jesus Christ, of course, it's an easy answer. But I found my message through that. So throughout that, I went to my kids and we had a conversation, and my message was finding my identity. And I wrote on the board, I put at the top, I put God, and then on the left hand side I put character, in the middle I put identity, and on the right hand side I put purpose. So what I come to find out is that God will give you standard for your character, which will ultimately find your foundation and your identity, which will guide you through your purpose. So in this whole conversation, I looked at my kids and I was talking to them, and we talked about character, but while we were talking about character, I felt the spirit of suicide again. But I realized that I felt the difference. I realized that in that moment I could dictate whether it was on me or it was in the room. So I found out it was in the room. So I stopped and I said, I really feel a strong sense of suicide in here. It's a spirit in here that I can't let run rampant right now. And I know it's because the devil don't want you to get to your purpose. He don't want you to see who you are, and he wants you to do away with character, and he cuts you off at the root, which is why you were born. You don't see why you were here, all the things, you have all these questions, people don't like you, you may have these struggles, whatever the case may be. And I said, is anybody in struggling with suicidal spirit, with a suicidal demon, or like thoughts, different cases of that? And everybody raised their hand. And then I asked him, I said, well,
Everybody did.
everybody.
My God.
Then I asked him, I said, well, you know, is anybody in here dealing with isolation? You know, because sometimes we get comfortable in the closet when it seems like it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's comfortable to be there. You
Right.
know, like we find comfort there.
Yeah.
But really it's a plot to keep you in a comfortable space that'll push you towards your coffin.
Yeah.
But I asked that question. Everybody raised their hand again. And the Lord told me in that moment, he said, speak to their identity. So I had a couple girls in there that were actually very vulnerable with me. They started to express some things with me, and some things that people don't think that 15 and 16-year-olds go through.
Yeah.
And the root of the problem wasn't what they were saying or what they were doing. The root of the problem was they couldn't see why God made them or who they were or this and that. And I looked at them and I said, I love you. I said, I think you are beautiful inside and out.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't count it robbery that God placed it in my life an opportunity to meet an amazing person like yourself. And it ain't because I'm your youth pastor. It ain't because I know your family. It's because God, in a strategic matter, found it a way that LJ got to meet an amazing person like you.
Yeah.
And they started to look at me and they started to cry. It was because they thought they had no value.
So, so with you going through the same thing
Yes, sir.
in your life, for someone that's having suicidal thoughts and feel like they're not worthy, you know, like what are some tools to help them to break free, you know, from feeling suicidal?
Yes. I think the main thing is to trace it back to how you feel about you, you know, and once you get it clear from there, you have to, and I want to be careful when I say this because I don't want to always assume that I am engaging a believer.
Yeah.
But if I am speaking to a believer, I would tell them, find out how you feel about you, and then go find out how God feels about you.
Yeah.
And then from there you can move forward. Because I think suicide is rooted in feeling like there's no use anymore. We only throw away things that we feel like we can't use.
That's good.
So
that is so good,
yeah,
bro.
like if there's no more substance, we start to think like we have to do away with this.
Yeah.
And or for instance, like, or sometimes some people think death is an easy way out when there is no way out in their mind.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that plays a part in this is community.
Yeah.
Who are you surrounding yourselves by? What are you listening to?
Yeah.
And I think I've been even going through that lately, you know, the importance of guarding what I listen to or guarding who I talk to or guarding the conversations I have, because I don't want anything tainting my desire to develop and evolve as a man. You know, I don't want anything tainting my ears and how I think about myself or how I think about my current situations. And I realize that sometimes we make sin such an idol because we allow things to convince us, music to convince us, conversations to convince us that these things are very much so important when God is way more important.
Right.
How he thinks is way more important. You know, that's why the Bible says there is a way to man that seems that is good. Right. But in the ways it ends all in death. You know what I mean? Like, because this world has tried to convince us that these things are good. Right. You know, that things like sex outside of marriage is good. Yeah. It's not. It
displays to be good.
It displays to be good, but it is very bad.
You know, and I always tell people, you know, always learn how to discern what's good and what's God.
Yes.
Because it can be GOOD, but not GOD.
Come on now.
So it's good to have a spirit of discernment.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to that as well.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah. You know, so and I want to touch on this as well, because time is already ticking. Like, oh my God, this, bro, you're being so informative. Like, you didn't gave us like 8 sermons in the amount of like 8 minutes. Like, bro, like I knew I had to have you on.
Yes, sir. Wow.
I knew I had to have you on. So we had a conversation when we met, and we talked about you becoming a firefighter.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And so
wow.
And so I was like, I gave you a prophetic word.
You did.
And I was like, well, you tell the story,
man.
I mean, because I want to hear feedback from it.
Man, well, first off, I want to say thank you for your relationship with Jesus. You know, I appreciate your
Amen.
prophetic voice and all that you do. Thank you. But prior to our conversation that day, I was faced with a lot of discouragement. I was faced with fear. I was faced with quitting. And at that point, I don't think I took the test just yet at that point. So
no.
Yeah, I hadn't taken the test at that point. So prior, like, to me taking the test, I was dealing with a lot of thoughts of not doing it because I had failed the test before.
The firefighter test.
Yes, okay. I took it last year, sometime during April, and I remember how I felt so disappointed, but there was something in me that just felt like maybe I should just do it again. You know, I had went after past jobs and stuff like that, and at this time, I'm hungry for a career.
Yeah.
You know, me and you talked about this, and I feel like we related in this.
Yeah.
But God has blessed me with a lot of different gifts.
Yeah.
And I really needed something that will ground me as far as in financial security, and also making sure I had a consistent income coming in. Because, you know, I'm trying to get married. You know,
yeah.
I'm trying to have a family, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, as a man,
yes,
I can't have nothing,
yeah.
you know, not coming in. But I needed something on that level while being able to still being able to touch and, you know, on my other gifts. And as they evolve and, you know, grow. But we talked about that, but I was faced with so much, and I was like, you know what, God, if I'm gonna go out after it, you know, help me to not make it an idol.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the first time my posture was to get it and leave God. You know, leave God, leave the church. You know, I had a plan. I was going to go do all this music stuff, you know, become this and that.
Okay, so you're in music too?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yes,
what
sir.
you do in music?
I'm a musician. I play keys. I play the drums. I sing. You know, I write. I'm a producer.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. I kind of.
Yeah, we definitely got to connect.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. I actually have a lot of like. At the time, I was really heavy in the R&B scene. You know, I have a lot of colleagues that I know that's in like more so the secular scene. But at that time, you know, I was really going to leave God. You know, I had a plan. I knew I was going to get that job, you know, make that money, and then send the songs out to whoever I need to send it out to. I knew a guy that's real famous in LA, you know, and I was gonna go out there with him, and you know, I was gonna do some singing.
Another plan.
You know what I mean?
He had a whole nother plan.
He had a whole nother plan, and I had a thought the other day that, you know, God has a rope on the chosen. Yeah. You know, it's only so far they can go. Yeah. It's only so
he
far.
only gives a little slack.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Only a little slack.
Until he
reels us back in. Yeah. But long story short, man, I was faced with all this discouragement. Right. You know, the Lord gave me the courage to go back. Man, I go take the test. After I take the test, I took it very fast. Yeah. You know, the test is they give you 2 hours to take it. I finished it right before the first hour was up. And I got in the hallway and I was like, man, did I take that too fast? I was like, did I read over it like I should have? I started questioning myself. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah. And man, I leave from there. I get so discouraged, man. It was 1 week. I reflected on my time outside of my parents' house, because I lived with my best friend in an apartment on 280, and I reflected on that time, and I reflected on who I was leaving or graduating high school, And I reflected on all the time I had wasted. You know, all the gifts that God has given me, but didn't expound on nothing.
Yeah.
And don't have nothing to show for it. And I felt so unaccomplished, incomplete. Like I felt so like a failure. And it was the first time I ever felt it to this extent, you know. And I talked to my dad about it, and I didn't even know I cared about it so much to where, like, when I was talking to him about it, I began to break down. And I was like, you know, he talked to me about it. He was like, you know, you're not what you accomplished. You are who God calls you to be, and all these things, you know, all the good things that a great father would say to you. Right. And he was right about everything. But, you know, at the time, I couldn't receive it how I really wanted to, because I was just like, you know, you my dad and you always know what to say. You gonna say the right thing every time. Yeah. I wanted a partner in my discouragement at the time, to say the least. But man, long story short, last Saturday, man, I'm getting ready to leave my parents' house, because, you know, if many don't know, you know, I'm staying with them. Save up for a house, you know, I'm trying to get married. Side note. Yeah. But, Side note. But
yeah, let's go. Man,
I'm getting ready. I'm getting my stuff together to leave the house. And I'm listening to some music, you know, it's not gospel, I'm keep it real.
What you was listening to?
I was listening to this Drake song.
Is it the new Drake?
It's the new Drake. You know, I'm going through the new Drake. Yeah. You know? I can't remember the song name, but it was so like what God was.
But it was encouraging.
It was encouraging.
Okay.
Like, it felt like that's what God was doing with these test results. Because I looked at my phone and all I saw was congratulations. And I was like, okay. And I saw at the top it said personnel board, and it came from my email. So I was like, okay, let me go check it out. Man, it said, congratulations, Johnathan Woods. You have passed your firefighter exam.
Let's go.
Man, pass it, dog. Hey, it's only up from here.
Let's go.
All Holy Ghost parties, I'm finna host them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go, man.
I scored a 91 on it, and I was ranked 7. Ranked number 7. And
that's crazy.
When I tell you, though, like, I can't take the credit for this. I can't. I would be crazy.
What did you make the first time?
The first time I made a 64, 67 around in there. And it takes a 70 to pass. Wow.
So like, what actually helped you this time to pass?
Well, honestly, shout out to one of my best friends, Jeremiah Okai, man.
Shout out to you.
Shout out my brother, man. Yeah. He's a very wise brother, and we did a lot of praying together. And he's an amazing firefighter. He's well known over there in Bessemer, but he did a lot of encouraging with me, talked me through it, and he gave me some advice that I took in there. And he told me to take the test as if you already a firefighter. So I didn't take it as Johnathan Woods now. I took it as Johnathan Woods to be. Wow. So yeah.
Wow. Well, man, I'm excited about your future, brother.
Thank you.
Like I said, you look like a firefighter.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, you look like a firefighter, bro. Sir. And when I first saw you, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna pass.
Wow.
He's gonna pass.
Man, thank you for that. Your encouraging words that day. You know, it helped me, and then it also gave me some level of expectancy. Yeah. So thank you, man.
Yeah. Like you said, man, it's good to have community, bro.
Yes, sir.
Especially like brotherhood.
Yes.
Like brotherhood is so needed, man. Like shout out to my brothers out there. JD Funby, he's one of them. He keep me in the vein of encouragement. Like when I need somebody to talk to, when I need encouragement or empowerment, I got my brother right there to encourage me. And it's some more, but I can't go down the list right now because of time. But let's look here. We're gonna go to a short break.
Okay.
And we're gonna dive into some more of who Johnathan Woods Jr. is, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so,
sir.
y'all, thank y'all for tuning in into the Kenneth Campbell Show. We will be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Yeah. All right. Welcome back to the Kenneth Campbell Show, y'all. We have Johnathan Woods Jr. in the building, y'all, and we're just talking about balance right now.
Yes, sir.
How important it is to have balance in life, period.
Yes.
In general. I love God. I love church. I love the antics of church. You know, I love the shouting and the dancing and the screaming and the running. But I also believe that you should have a natural side to you as well.
Yes.
And it should be invested in as well too.
I definitely.
On some of my episodes, we've been talking about having a relationship with God and what does that look like.
Yeah.
And so I've told the last two guests, I was like, my relationship with God is fun.
Yeah.
I was like, we joke all the time. I be talking about people to him. I'd be like, Lord, what do they have on?
Man.
And he'll respond to me, you know better than that.
Wow.
So, you know, I just have a fun life, man.
Yes,
like it's not just always so serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because I'm a Christian.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I totally agree with that, man. I think I had learned both hands of that, like when to cut it on and cut it off. I've learned that through the disappointments of church. Being a PK, going through wanting, you know, church community, like not even just church community, but like church close friends, you know, like wanting to be in cliques and different things of that nature. And, you know, realizing I wasn't built for that, you know, like God didn't really make me out to be that kind of guy. You know, the more I started to realize who he called me to be and made me to be, you know, I wanted more so something authentic rather than, you know, placing the authenticity and where it came from.
You know what, to be honest, some of my real friends,
Yes, sir.
they're not saved. And I mean, I want to clear up the word saved.
Yes, sir.
But they're not what we look at as the holier than thou.
Yes.
Yeah, they're regular people. Hey, if I go over their house, they may be drinking a Bud Light.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friends, they're fun, and so I don't really just. I don't know. I don't like to be around people that's so up there and don't know how to calm down.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate, you know, a false representation of who you are and how you live.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is where we can really, really get the unsaved, the unchurched is where we are just authentically ourselves, transparent, you know, even with our mistakes and even with our wins and how we, you know, process those. But I realized that very quickly, and I gotta, you know, use wisdom right now, but I realized that a lot of church people weren't for me, you know, and however, like I've been in church from the time I was born into now. Yeah. But, you know, I found a consistency with church people that everybody is consumed in wanting to look the part, but not be the part. And I didn't really like that because, you know, I went through some things in my life where, you know, my problems were exposed or came to the forefront. And because of that, I had a lot of judgmental eyes and a lot of, you know, ear to ear talking, which is cool. You know, it happens. I don't think that's what I disliked the most. What I disliked the most was the fact that nobody was willing to be honest about their issues, though. Right. And not saying you have to expose yourself or anything like that. But I think what I would appreciate more in those times was a call from anybody to say, bro, you're going to be okay. You can shake back from this. I've been there. I've done that. You know who I got it from more than anybody else in a church building ever was my dad. And I know we keep reverting back.
I mean, but it is what it is.
Man, like he's just a good dude. He's just amazing, man. He really, I appreciate that man more than he probably knows because he's one of the main reasons why I'm still alive to this day. Wow. You know, I went through a season where I know we talked about suicide, but man, it was way worse back in like 2021, 22, 23. Well, actually, beginning of 23 because March of 2023, the Lord called me back home. But man, he was the main person, and the main person. I'm going to say the main person because there was others that came, but he was the main person in my life that I could relate to and pull from because he was willing to be honest with me. I think, we don't overcome by the word of our testimonies absent of transparency. We have to be honest about our testimony.
Right. Yeah.
And let people know, I did do it. I was wrong. And, even now in my testimony, when I talk to people, I practice not making excuses.
Yeah.
For the things I did, because once we make excuses and we try to dummy down exactly what we did, we try to take away the power of God.
Right.
How much power it really took to bring us out the situation.
Yeah.
Because man, I was blinded. But now I see.
Right.
Simple as that. I was really blind.
Yeah.
But now I see for real. And I think my main thing with church people, and don't get me wrong, I love the church. I love everything that comes with the church. I love everything that God intended to make the church to be. You know, that's what I love.
Yeah, and that's admirable. How you speak about your father.
Yes, sir.
I feel like we need many more fathers like that.
Yes.
And thank God today, we have pastors and leaders that become our spiritual fathers.
Yes.
And I'm sure he's more than a father just to you, but for many more.
Yes.
How does it feel to share your father?
It feels, in my immature mind, coming up, I didn't understand it. I was like, wanting him to be, a more of a, if as his son, right?
Yeah.
If I got disrespected by someone or whatever the case may be, especially if it was a church member, I was wanting him to be, my Superman.
Yeah, fight for you.
But I realized he's not just my dad, but he's God's man.
Yeah.
And once I started to develop a relationship with Christ, I started to appreciate my father's wisdom.
Wow.
The decisions he made, it took a lot of strength to even do.
Yeah.
Even when I wanted him to make foolish decisions, it was because I was only looking from a foolish point of view.
Yeah.
But he stayed in that posture, and I think because of that, now I am willing to share my dad.
Yeah.
I'm willing to give the solution to anybody that has the problem.
Wow.
Like if someone doesn't have a dad in their life and they're needing wisdom of whatever sort, and I know my dad has the answer, I'm like, yo, you need to go talk to my dad.
I think we need to have your dad on the show.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, man.
We need to have you on the show, my guy.
Man, he's gonna come for sure. I'm gonna tell him.
Put it out there.
I'm gonna tell him.
Put it out there.
I told him I was coming here on the way here.
How did he feel about it?
He was like, what? Like, why? Because I didn't really let him get into it. I started venting about some stuff I was going through at the moment. But man, I even have friends like who are unbelievers, and I was like, man, you need to come over. I need to talk to my dad. You know what I'm saying? And I think I am happy to share the man who has the plan with people who don't have the plan. Who's looking for a plan. Yeah. And he has the wisdom to pass it out. Yeah. And I don't know, I think there's a misconception that, me or my sister, we want to hog our parents, or we're wanting to ride their coattails. No, we actually want them to be all that God has called them to be. We don't even desire to be on that same type of level because I don't feel like I could feel the shoes. Yeah, I know people.
You see the sacrifice firsthand.
Man, you know how people say like your parents, their floor is your ceiling. But man, the tools they had to use to build that floor, that ceiling, which will be my floor. I don't have the capacity to do. Yeah, I appreciate what he did so I could be who I am. Right, because I couldn't have built who I am. Man, I couldn't have did that.
Man, that's so amazing, bro. Like just to hear this story and about your family, your sister, and I'm sure your mother plays a huge part of that too. Yes. That's why I want to have your dad on, and maybe her too. Yeah,
definitely.
We can have some conversations. I remember talking to Jayla, and I told her some things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That I won't say on here.
Of course.
But I would really love to meet your parents.
Yes, and we can set that up.
Yeah.
I think, more so because they are just amazing people.
Yeah.
They just got it.
Yeah.
I commend them for their strength. And I know they have a seat solidified in heaven.
Yeah.
It's over with. You know?
Listen. So, I mean, do you go by Johnathan, or do you have a nickname, or?
Typically people call me LJ.
LJ.
If you know me from like high school, they may call me Johnathan or John.
Yeah.
But pretty much just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So listen to LJ. So we do 3 segments here.
Okay.
And so the first segment is called Soul Check. So I'm just going to ask you a list of questions.
Okay.
And we're going to see, are you soulful?
Okay.
And once I start asking the questions, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay. So first question. If I say she's capping, what am I saying?
She lying.
She lying. She lying. Like, nah, that's cap.
Man, I hope I don't get none of these wrong. I'm gonna get like.
But you did good for the first question. Okay. Number 2. If I say she's the birthday, what am I saying?
Like, she the stuff. Like, yeah, like, pretty much, like, yeah, she tough. Like, she got it.
She got it. She
Let's
tough.
go.
She tough. Okay. He's doing pretty good at this. He's doing pretty good at this. All right. If I do this, what just happened?
You can't do that to me. It's like a wave of glory out of my seat. Like, man, I started speaking languages that may sound like Spanish, but the glory of God just started to flow in this room. Mighty God, Jesus.
Okay.
The Holy Ghost came in.
The Holy Ghost came in.
Man.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Next question.
Yes, sir.
If I tell you, if it's 1 o'clock, and I tell you I'm 15 minutes away, what time am I actually getting there?
Shoot, probably 1:30, 1:45. Hey, I gotta work on that, man.
Right, cause that happened today.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? Shoot, I was saying I was on my way, man, I'm tearing that road up, man. Then I run into traffic, all this stuff. Hey, I'm not gonna say, the things I was tempted to say in that car. Just know I was ready to throw in my towel, man.
Okay, next question. If I said that's my type of carrying on, what am I saying?
You're saying like you like that, like you get with that, you relate to it, like that's your type of stuff. Dude, I don't even know how else to explain it than what it is. Like that sounds like a churchy statement for like, yeah, that's my type of carrying on. Like that's church. I don't even know how else to explain it.
It is church.
That's church.
Okay. Let's do this one. If how much sugar goes in Kool-Aid?
The whole bag. That thing, it's gonna come out like syrup.
Like thick.
Alright. Shoot, they say the Kool-Aid I make now give you diabetes.
Jesus.
See?
I'm running from your Kool-Aid. I'm running from your Kool-Aid. I'm getting older.
Hey.
I'm finding out that I need to take vitamins every day.
See?
And vitamin D.
Man.
Like,
I can't. Like, I'm just 24, man. How old are you?
I'm 33.
See, man, that's crazy. Like, how are you when, like, 24 when you were 25? Like, were your knees hurting, like, for a long period of time?
So, when I turned 30, that's when I started feeling everything.
See, I don't need to feel nothing else.
Yeah.
I think I'm good right here.
Yeah.
I've been eating a lot healthier lately. And I'm just like, God, please keep me in this place of health, because I don't want to, start walking slow and all that shaking
so,
when
man,
I'm talking.
Like, I was just talking to my friend. She's a nurse practitioner here in Birmingham, and I was like, man, I just been feeling so tired. She was like, you probably lacking vitamin D and B12. And so she was like, well, when the last time have you been to the doctor? I was like, It's been a while. And so I set me an appointment for next week.
Wow.
I mean, because I feel like many men, we don't go and get those things checked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We are very late on the health scale.
Yeah.
I believe. I think people start thinking like you on the health journey when you start going to the gym. No.
Nah.
That don't mean like when you got muscles and stuff, that don't mean you healthy.
Right.
That just mean
Exactly.
you built.
Right. Exactly. Especially if you eating the wrong things to, gain that weight or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because the house pretty don't mean the house is clean on the inside.
My God, today.
You know what I mean?
Now that'll speak. That'll speak.
So,
Okay, bro. So, LJ, we're gonna go into our next segment.
okay.
It's called One Word. And so basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you one word, and you gotta tell me the song that comes to mind.
All right.
And so since you're into music, I may have to give you some harder words.
Let's start easy first.
Let's start easy. Okay. Let's see. Let's start easy.
Are these gospels or?
I mean, hey, whatever comes to your mind.
Okay. So anything that come to mind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go with it.
I love this.
Talk
Come and talk to
me.
Yeah.
Hey.
I really wanna yeah. See, hey, that's my type of music. Right
Yeah.
That's my type of
You know what?
music.
You're the first one that actually gave me that song with Talk.
Wow.
Everybody else, can we talk for a minute? Yeah.
That first thing came to me, man.
Yeah. Man, okay. Who is that? Jodeci?
Yeah, it's Jodeci,
Okay,
man.
okay. Let's do this one. Belong.
Belong? That's tough.
I said I got to go to the tough words, bro.
Tough. Belong.
Yep. You got 30 seconds.
Oh man.
May the Lord be blessed. Come on now, so we can move on
I
with the service.
belong to you, Lord.
So church.
That's Tasha Cobbs. So in love with you. Can't wait to live. Whatever. I live to worship you.
Okay.
Forever.
Yeah.
And she was saying that on the song.
Okay. You did that. You did good on that one. Victory.
That's churchy.
It is very
Victory
churchy.
belongs to him. Yeah. Victory belongs to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
That's
man,
what-
I used to love when that first came out, the ending part where they all had like
they gave
own-
them all a little piece.
Who?
That was crazy.
The dude that
Talking about Ron, the heavyset guy.
yes.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
Crazy.
He was going
crazy. Like I remember because I used to do praise and worship one time too. Shoot, when you just a PK, you just do everything.
Man,
you do
it
the
all.
lights, the audio,
Offering basket.
basket, holding people so they won't fall out, putting the blanket over them.
Man, you doing it all.
You
man.
do it all, bro. So yeah, that I remember doing praise and worship. Like I wanted to sing that one little piece at the end. I was like, just give me a part. Just give me a part.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm telling you, I'll wreck it. like that was the song. That was the song. Okay. Trust.
I trust in God, my Savior, the one
Yeah.
who will never fail. He will never fail.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Man, I got a singer on today, man. Let's go. Let's go. Now I got to give you more words, bro. Let's see. What I just told you.
Trust.
Trust. Promise.
That's a churchy word too, man. You give me some churchy word.
Okay.
I was thinking about the promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence.
Yeah.
Never fail me. Yeah.
Okay, so you got to tell me because I'm hearing different influences
Yes, sir.
in your voice.
Yes.
Who is your musical inspirations?
Man, One, I'll give some gospel and I'll give some secular.
Okay.
One is in gospel is Jason Nelson.
Okay, Jason Nelson.
I love Jason. His tone, Jason. Man. I think my biggest struggle in my voice is my tone, and I think his tone is just so perfect to me in his choices.
Yeah.
Another influence that I feel like I follow in gospel is maybe Johnathan McReynolds, like his tone.
Okay, I love Johnathan.
Like I just study them because of their tone, and I listen to a lot of different people sometimes just because I love music.
Yeah, secular who?
Yeah, secular.
Give me two.
Two?
Yeah.
Your
favorite male?
My favorite male.
Yeah.
For singing specifically, can I give two males?
Give
singers?
two.
Okay. So, I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is probably what sparked a lot of my issues growing up. But I listened to a lot of Tank growing up.
Tank? Oh yeah, Tank is that guy,
bro.
And he's from the church.
He's from the church.
Yeah, Tank is the GOAT of R&B. To me,
man, the tone, bro. Yeah. Like when that a couple years ago, and they were sparking all that debate talking about who the king of R&B and all this and that. Tank was one of the people I was saying. Yeah. But like his tone, man, his choices, his runs,
is cold,
bro. Yeah, for R&B, like it's so.
Even his falsetto, like,
man, it feels like just great singing.
Yeah,
it's just great singing.
Okay, number two,
another singer. His name is Isaiah Haran. I don't know if you heard of him.
I don't know,
bro. You gotta get
Isaiah
Haran.
Okay.
He's an inspiration of mine, like down from the singing to the choices to the writing, to even what he does with the instruments. But he's an excellent writer.
Okay, female
gospel. Singer, gospel.
Yeah, top two.
I would say Rhea Walls.
Okay, I love Rhea,
bro.
I love
not Rhea, but Aja.
Oh yes, God, Aja, bro.
Aja Walls, man.
Yes, I love her, bro.
Bro,
and her worship is so sincere too.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just gonna say, man.
Yeah.
When I was listening to my God, do not feel that. Yeah. Man, she sung that, man.
But and I love Paco too.
Yes,
the brother.
I do too.
I love Paco. Paco is on my top list,
bro.
Of male vocalists. Yeah.
He used to be a driving force for me vocally too, and I had just kind of started spreading out. But he's killing.
Yeah,
yeah, he's killing.
Yeah. I think what is that song? I think Satisfied. If no one ever knows.
Yeah, that song
knows my name.
Yeah.
Oh, kiss,
man. Yeah. Ooh. He be killing, man.
Yes, he does.
He be killing overly.
Yeah, man.
I love Daryl, man.
Daryl too,
bro.
So, PJ Morton.
Yes.
And Daryl is amazing, bro.
Bro,
amazing.
My dad was telling me about the album. I love
the album.
I didn't really listen to it, man.
I love it, bro.
It's really that good.
It's that good,
man.
The song and my favorite female vocalist is Kimberell. Daryl Walls, Kimberell, and PJ Morton. Abel.
Yes, bro. I heard that though.
Yeah.
Kimberell is insane. I think, you know how they say Brandy is the vocal Bible. I think Kimberell is the vocal dictionary.
She's the vocal encyclopedia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, there's no wrong she can do.
There's no wrong.
She could sing a song straight and I'd be satisfied.
Satisfied every time.
Every time, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, another female vocalist that I love, dude, and I was listening to her dad on the way here.
Okay.
Layla Hathaway.
Oh my God, bro. That doggone whistle thing she does. Have you heard that? What is it? She's 3-part harmonizing with herself. Like, bro,
that is cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's like her tone is so beautiful. It's
like velvet liquid.
Man, it's angelic.
Yeah.
Like, man, me and one of my close friends, man, we were talking about her one time, and we were talking about how angelic she sounded. Like, it was a song we was listening to. It sounded like as if the heaven gates were just opening and we were just going into the heaven gates.
Yeah.
Bro, she's crazy.
Like, she is crazy.
She is, bro.
What's another one? Shoot.
Like gospel?
You know who else I really admire? Male vocalist. I don't know if you know him. His name is Spud Howard.
Sounds familiar.
Man, dude sounds just like James Brown.
Really?
He's one of my favorite male vocalists right now. Spud Howard, bro.
Wow.
Look him up.
I have to get
Look him up.
this.
So listen, man, that's really all our time, bro.
Wow.
So again, I thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank you, bro.
This conversation has been phenomenal. Like I didn't even look at the time,
man,
but we're like on an hour.
That's crazy
right now. That's crazy.
Insane time.
If you could tell my folks anything, some inspiring words, encouragement, you know, what would you tell them right now?
I would tell them simply that God is not in search of your perfection, but He's in search of your pursuit. I believe that God is not looking for us to cross the T's and dot the I's. I believe He's doing that for us because the glory belongs to Him. But in all, continue to remain faithful. This is why He'll say, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Enter now into the joy of the Lord." Continue to show up. Whether you're bruised or healed, show up. Because no matter what, your Father is waiting and He's looking for you.
Hey, man. Well, man, there you have it. Johnathan Woods Jr., man. We enjoyed you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We thank you guys for tuning in into the Kenneth Campbell Show. Hey, we're here every second week. So make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe this video, man. And Brad is going to put the donation symbol on the screen where you can donate and give to this cause. This studio that we're at is amazing. We're spreading the word of God right into your living rooms and into your cars or wherever you are. So make sure you follow us and stay tuned with us. You just had it at the Kenneth Campbell Show. Y'all be blessed.